In lockdown के दिनों में I've been watching a lot of documentaries. I recently finished Tiger King and I found it really entertaining. Wait a minute, did I just say entertaining? Documentaries were never supposed to be entertaining, right? They were always very nerdy, resourceful and a very textbookish way of making a film. I mean, जब भी हम documentaries के बारे में पहले कभी बात करते थे, we use adjectives like it's mind-bending, it's so impactful, it's so interesting. But हम ये कभी नहीं बोलते थे कि it's so entertaining, it's so addictive. और I can't get over it. So what exactly is it that makes a docu-series or a documentary so addictive? कभी कभी subject matter इतना ज़्यादा interesting होता है that you instantly get hooked on a film. जैसे in the film Super Size Me, Morgan Spurlock took this social experiment upon himself to go on a McDonald's diet straight for a month. Now all of us love that Maharaja Mac, but the sheer audacity of this man to take a challenge of this level कि भैया एक महीने सिर्फ Big Macs ही खाने हैं, वो भी breakfast, lunch, dinner तीनों time. The results? His weight increased dramatically and he had all the side effects making him extremely unhealthy. All this just to prove a point. Sometimes it's just the eccentric characters जो हमें पता है कि शायद कोई दोबारा recreate ना कर पाए. We all know कि documentary की कोई pre-written script नहीं होती. It's just hours and hours of footage and the story is actually developed on the editing table. So the characters sometimes develop over time and you actually start rooting for them.
I used to be whacked out all the time. Even I can't watch those movies of mine. I really can't. Zameen Asman, Goops.
Like while watching Wild Wild Country, you know that no one can ever play Ma Anand Sheila better than Ma Anand Sheila. The moment she said something as random as tough titties, the internet immediately turned it into a pop culture slang.
We don't want the orange people in our town.
What can I say? Tough titties.
Wild Wild Country is actually a perfect example कि कैसे कुछ डॉक्यू सीरीज फिक्शन फिल्म्स और शोज से कई ज्यादा एंटरटेनिंग हो सकती है. नेटफ्लिक्स की एक 4 एपिसोड मिनी डॉक्यू सीरीज है डॉटर्स ऑफ डेस्टिनी. द फिल्म एक्सप्लोर सम ऑफ द ग्रेव इश्यूज लाइक अनटचेबिलिटी व्हिच यू माइट थिंक कि इंडिया में आज की डेट में एग्जिस्ट नहीं करता होगा, बट इट स्टिल डज. This particular docu-series was shot over a period of 7 years. It tells the story of Shanti Bhavan, where 5 girls who belong to an untouchable community according to their village are educated and trained by a group of teachers. In an interview, the director of this docu-series, Vanessa Roth, told how she used cameras like GoPro and Osmo to shoot this film so that they attract the least amount of attention from the people of that village. This is such a heartbreaking story coming straight from the heartland of India, and yet most of us wouldn't have any idea about this. ये सीरीज इतनी एंगेजिंग और पावरफुल है दैट वंस यू स्टार्ट वाचिंग इट यू वोंट बी एबल टू स्टॉप. जब हम एक डॉक्यूमेंट्री देखना स्टार्ट करते हैं, वी आर सो एंगेज्ड इन दैट वर्ल्ड बिकॉज वी नो इट्स एब्सोल्युटली रियल. अनलाइक फिक्शन, the location, the characters, the side characters, everything is just hard fact. And then you realize that yes, maybe what they say is actually right. Truth is stranger than fiction. While I was in college, I saw a 2002 documentary, Bowling for Columbine by Michael Moore. It talked about the reasons behind gun violence, the increasing crime rate of the United States, and what led to the Columbine High School massacre in 1999. I'll be honest, मैं ये मूवी वॉलेंटरीली नहीं देख रहा था. I was not a fan of the genre at that time. It was more of an assignment. But the subject matter was so interesting that it had me hooked. Michael Moore की अगली investigative documentary Fahrenheit 9/11 kind of changed the game for the genre. ये पहली डॉक्यूमेंट्री थी जिसे पाम डोर अवार्ड मिला था कांस में. ये फिल्म बहुत ज़्यादा ही कंट्रोवर्शियल थी उस टाइम बिकॉज इट वॉज कॉलिंग आउट द कॉर्पोरेट मीडिया विच द डॉक्यूमेंट्री क्लेम्स वर cheerleaders of the war in Iraq in 2003. It also criticized George W. Bush's presidency. Well, controversial तो इसे होना ही था because the moment you criticize the government is the moment you trigger a lot of people. Which brings me to one of the most controversial Indian documentary, An Insignificant Man. जितनी बड़ी एक्सपेरिमेंट ये फिल्म थी उतना ही बड़ा एक्सपेरिमेंट थी आम आदमी पार्टी. But this somehow changed the way Indians look at documentary films. Government censorship और एक लंबी legal battle लड़ने के बाद the makers Vinay Shukla and Khushbu Ranka finally got a theatrical release. And it got a fairly decent reception at the box office. After all, it was one of the first films जो Indian politics का behind the scenes था. I don't think कि अब कोई भी Indian political party अपनी success story दो independent documentary filmmakers के हाथों में देने वाला है. क्योंकि documentary में white washing होने के chances काफ़ी कम है. Image white washing करनी है तो biography बनाओ और खुश रहो. If you still haven't watched this film, you can watch it on YouTube. An Insignificant Man इंडिया की पहली डॉक्यूमेंट्री नहीं थी जो इतनी कंट्रोवर्शियल थी. आनंद पटवर्धन की 1992 डॉक्यूमेंट्री इन द नेम ऑफ गॉड, ऑल्सो नोन एज राम के नाम, वॉज इक्वली कंट्रोवर्शियल. सिर्फ पॉलिटिकली नहीं, ट्रू क्राइम डॉक्यूमेंट्री सीरीज वॉज समथिंग दैट फैसिनेटेड पीपल इक्वली. With streaming platforms like Netflix and HBO, crime docu-series like The Jinx, Staircase and Making of a Murderer were quite a compelling watch. कुछ ऐसे फिल्ममेकर्स भी थे who were bringing their own style of shooting a documentary. पहले डॉक्यूमेंट्री फिल्ममेकर्स पुरानी फुटेज और रिक्रिएशन का बहुत ज़्यादा यूज करते थे. फिल्ममेकर्स like Joshua Oppenheimer, the director of The Act of Killing, made a political statement with his documentary. He used the people involved in the Indonesian killings to do the killings in front of the camera. ऐसे ही रॉस कॉफमैन और ज़ैना ब्रिस्की की इंडियन अमेरिकन डॉक्यूमेंट्री बॉर्न इनटू ब्रोथल्स में उन्होंने कोलकाता के रेड लाइट एरिया सोनागाची के बच्चों से दोस्ती कर ली. दे हेल्ड प्रॉपर फोटोग्राफी क्लासेस टू टीच द किड्स हाउ टू यूज अ वीडियो कैमरा. इसके बदले में द किड्स यूज्ड टू डॉक्यूमेंट द लाइफ ऑफ देयर मदर्स, जो इस फिल्म का मेजर पार्ट बना। क्या इनोवेटिव तरीका है फिल्म मेकिंग का, नहीं? नो, दिस इज समथिंग विच हैज रॉ इमोशंस। यू कांट पॉसिबली रिक्रिएट दिस। सिर्फ क्राइम डॉक्यूमेंट्रीज ही नहीं, बल्कि ऑब्जर्वेशनल और इन्वेस्टिगेटिव डॉक्यूमेंट्रीज भी काफी इनोवेटिव तरीके से शूट करी जाने लगी। टेक्नोलॉजी ऑल्सो हेल्प्ड अ लॉट ऑफ एस्पायरिंग फिल्म मेकर्स बिकॉज द इक्विपमेंट्स यूज्ड टुडे आर वेरी इजी टू कैरी and you don't even need a lot of money to get on the floors. And that is why this medium is extremely raw and flexible. A lot of feature films use documentaries as their source material. हमेशा से ही true stories have been an inspiration for movies. 2008 में रिलीज हुई फिल्म मिल्क, जिसके लिए शॉन पेन को ऑस्कर मिला था, it draws heavily from its source material, The Times of Harvey Milk, a brilliant documentary by Rob Epstein. The 2015 film The Walk was based on a French street performer, Philippe Petit. This man walked on a string wire tied between the newly constructed Twin Towers in 1974. This film was based on the 2008 documentary Man on Wire. इसकी ड्रामेटिक रीटेलिंग और ओरिजिनल डॉक्यूमेंट्री किसी हाइस्ट फिल्म से कम एंटरटेनिंग नहीं है, which proves the point that storytelling is actually the heart of documentary filmmaking as well. इंडिया में ही बात करें तो एक रीसेंट वेब शो द फॉरगॉटन आर्मी वाज बेस्ड ऑन कबीर खान्स डॉक्यूमेंट्री ऑफ द सेम नेम व्हिच केम आउट ऑन डीडी नेशनल इन 1999. फीचर फिल्म्स इंस्पायर करने के अलावा सम डॉक्यूमेंट्रीज वर सक्सेसफुल टू क्रिएट अ सर्टेन अमाउंट ऑफ इम्पैक्ट ऑन द सोसाइटी. आई मीन देयर आर ऑलवेज सोशो-पॉलिटिकल फीचर फिल्म्स दैट स्टार्ट अ कन्वर्सेशन, बट डॉक्यूमेंट्रीज हैव बीन द वन टू ब्रिंग सम सिग्निफिकेंट चेंज. Like a documentary Invisible War made a direct impact on the policies by the US military on how they handled rape cases. Super Size Me actually made McDonald's to stop all of their supersized meals. A 1988 documentary The Thin Blue Line proved that a film can actually impact social justice issues. And Bowling in Columbine रिलीज होने के बाद Kmart स्टोर्स ने अनाउंस किया कि वो अपने किसी भी स्टोर में फायर आर्म्स और एम्यूनिशंस नहीं बेचेंगे. I know documentary as a genre is still not everyone's cup of tea. But over the years, documentaries like Wild Wild Country, Icarus, Tiger King, Jim and Andy the Great Beyond have proved that they are not just interesting subjects, they are damn entertaining as well. The international media is out there covering this medical emergency right now. The world is going through historic time. हमने ऑलरेडी काफ़ी बिजार न्यूज़ सुन रखी है that people are registering their film names related to corona. तो एक बात तो पक्की है that there are going to be multiple films based on this world emergency. But today everyone is stuck at home, and if you look at social media, everyone is trying to create some kind of content these days. Whether it's a brand or vloggers, people are documenting their journeys and putting it up on social media. We are all living this together. तो कभी भी कोई random fictional film इस टाइम को ऐसे justify नहीं कर पाएगी जैसे मैं भी एक powerful documentary कर पाए. Which once again proves the point that truth is actually stranger than fiction. ऐसे में it will be really interesting to see what the future holds for this genre. Meanwhile, comments में do tell me your favorite documentaries and docuseries. Till then, stay safe, stay at home and subscribe to India Times.